shadows fall and silence calls my name, I see the light I chose and I choose it all the same. No fear remains, no doubt can take my hand. For every step I've taken, you help me understand. If this is where the journey ends, let it end with pride. Not a wasted breath, not a truth I tried to hide. Love has been my anchor, stronger than the night. And in your eyes I found my reason, my guiding light. I have no regrets, even standing at the edge. If tomorrow never comes, my heart has been well blessed to trade 1,000 days for one more by your side. I'd choose it over and again with nothing left to hide.
Welcome back, hunters. Today we are diving into the heart-pounding events of Solo Leveling, Chapter 111.
Holding you so tight.
A chapter that shows us exactly why Sung Jinwoo is feared as the Monarch of Shadows. Get ready for 11 minutes of pure action, drama, and intensity. Let's get into it.
I have no regrets, even standing at the edge. If tomorrow never comes, my heart has been well blessed to trade 1,000.
The scene opens under a heavy, overcast sky. The battlefield is silent except for the distant growl of monsters. Dust drifts through the air. Standing at the center is Sung Jinwoo, calm as ever, his cloak fluttering behind him. He whispers to himself, almost too quiet to hear, "This ends here. No one passes me alive." The ground begins to rumble. Dark shadows spread outward from Jinwoo's feet, like ink. One by one, his army rises. Baru lands with a loud thud, folding his insect-like wings and bowing slightly. Baru clicks his mandibles and says in his eerie, buzzing voice, "My king, shall I feast upon them?" Jinwoo gives a small nod. "Crush them all." Igris unsheathes his sword, the crimson blade catching the faint light, and stands at attention. Behind them, hundreds of soldiers materialize, forming an unstoppable wall of darkness. Across the field, the enemy commander roars, its voice shaking the earth. "Human, you dare challenge us?" Jinwoo doesn't flinch. "I am no ordinary human. I am your executioner." With a single gesture from Jinwoo, the shadows surge forward. The earth quakes under their charge. Baru leaps high, shrieking, tearing into the first wave of monsters with terrifying speed. Igris follows, his massive sword cleaving through the enemy like paper. The enemy commander snarls and charges at Jinwoo personally. Its massive claws swing down, but Jinwoo sidesteps effortlessly, his dagger flashing as he counters. "Too slow," he says coldly, landing a devastating slash across the creature's chest.
No fear remains, no doubt can take my hand. For every step I've taken, you help me understand. If this is where the journey ends, let it end with pride. Not a wasted breath, not a truth I tried to hide. Love has been my anchor, stronger than the night. And in your eyes I found my reason.
The monster roars in pain and calls for reinforcements. A fresh wave of creatures storms the battlefield. The fight becomes pure chaos. The sound of claws, weapons, and screams fill the air.
Well blessed to trade 1,000 days for one more by your side. I'd
One of Jinwoo's shadows takes a heavy blow and begins to fade. For a brief moment, time seems to stop. Jinwoo clenches his fist, channeling a surge of mana. You will not fall here. Not today. The shadow reforms, stronger than before. The entire army seems to feel Jinwoo's power and roars as one, charging forward with renewed ferocity.
I have no regrets, even standing at the edge. If tomorrow never comes, my heart has been well blessed to trade 1,000 days.
The commander snarls, "This is impossible. You're just one man." Jinwoo smirks slightly. "I am not alone. I am an army." At that moment, he leaps into the air. The battlefield falls silent for just a second as everyone looks up. His dagger glows with dark energy. Perish. He comes crashing down like a meteor. The impact is deafening, the shockwave blasting enemies off their feet. Dust and debris explode outward, blinding everyone for a moment. When the dust clears, the commander is on its knees, bleeding heavily. It growls. "No, I cannot lose." Jinwoo walks slowly toward it, his dagger spinning casually in his hand. "You already have." With one final strike, he ends it. The commander collapses, its massive body crashing into the ground. Silence falls over the battlefield. The remaining monsters try to run, but Jinwoo raises a hand. Finish them. His shadows obey without hesitation. The sound of battle rises one last time, then fades into nothing. When it is all over, Jinwoo stands alone. Baru kneels before him, wings folding back. "Magnificent, my king." Igris plants his sword into the ground and bows silently. The rest of the army kneels as well, paying respect to their ruler before dissolving into black mist. Jinwoo looks at the horizon. The wind blows softly, carrying the smell of battle away.
I see the light I chose, and I choose it all the same. No fear remains.
He whispers to himself, "This is only the beginning. The real war is coming." The final panel closes on him standing tall, the lone monarch of shadows, as the sky above slowly clears.
Not a wasted breath, not a truth I tried to hide. Love has been my anchor, stronger than the night. And in your eyes I found my reason, my guiding light.
Darkness loomed over the battlefield. The portal cracked open, glowing with an ominous blue light, spilling mist into the air. The soldiers froze in terror. Their breath grew heavy, their eyes widened, and their hearts pounded. Something, no, someone was coming through. A figure emerged, tall and commanding, his presence suffocating. The enemy leader stuttered, unable to speak. You, what are you?" From the shadows stepped Sung Jinwoo, his body radiating power. He was not alone. Around him, countless soldiers of darkness appeared one by one, glowing eyes, sharp blades, their armor reflecting the eerie light. The enemy's fear grew. This was not a hunter.
I have no regrets, even standing at the edge. If tomorrow never comes, my heart has been well blessed to trade 1,000.
This was death itself, walking toward them. Jinwoo's shadow soldiers roared as he raised his hand, summoning even more from the ground. The earth trembled as knights, archers, and beasts of shadow formed ranks behind him. The sky turned darker as if night had fallen. In a deep, commanding voice, Jinwoo spoke, Do you think you can leave this place alive? The enemy commander grit his teeth. Gather every bit of information about that man. If we let him live, humanity will have a weapon we cannot control. But it was too late. Jinwoo pointed forward. Go! The battlefield exploded with motion. Shadow soldiers charged like a tidal wave. Blades clashed. Screams echoed. The enemy forces fell one after another, unable to stand against the unstoppable tide. Jinwoo moved like a ghost, striking down every foe in his path. His daggers glowed as they pierced through armor, his eyes never leaving the enemy commander. In the chaos, the commander shouted to his troops, "Fall back! Retreat!" But there was no escape. From every shadow, another soldier rose, cutting off their path. The ground was painted with the darkness of the Shadow Army's power. Finally, Jinwoo stood before the terrified commander. Their eyes met. Silence fell over the battlefield. Jinwoo spoke softly, almost gently.
I see the light I chose, and I choose it all the same. No fear remains, no doubt can take my hand.
But with a tone that sent chills down every spine. You dared to come here. Now face the consequences. The commander's last scream was drowned by the roar of the Shadow Army. The battle was over. The dust settled. The only sound left was the eerie silence of victory. Jinwoo looked around the battlefield, his expression unreadable. He turned away, his Shadow Army dissolving into the ground. And thus, another step toward the inevitable war was taken. The Shadow Monarch had spoken.
If tomorrow never comes,